What if I told you the vegetables on your plate are actually travelers through time? Each one carries a story of ancient lands, forgotten cultures, and surprising transformations. Today, we're not just looking at vegetables, we're uncovering their secrets. Let's begin. Carrot. Carrots were first discovered and used around 1000 BC in Central Asia, especially in regions of modern-day Afghanistan. Color. Originally, carrots were purple and yellow, not orange. These early colors came from natural plant pigments. The bright orange carrot we see today was developed much later in the Netherlands during the 1600s to make it sweeter and more visually appealing. Season. Carrots grow best in cool seasons like spring and fall. Cooler weather helps the plant convert its natural starch into sugar, making the carrot taste sweeter and more flavorful. Taste. Carrots have a naturally sweet and slightly earthy taste. When raw, they are crisp and refreshing, but when cooked, they become softer and even sweeter, enhancing their flavor. Potato. Potatoes were first domesticated around 8000 BC in the Andes Mountains of Peru in South America. Color. While most people know brown potatoes, they actually come in many varieties including yellow, red, and even deep purple. The inside color can vary just as much, showing their rich diversity. Season. Potatoes grow best in cooler climates and are usually planted in early spring. Since they grow underground, they are protected from extreme weather conditions. Taste. Potatoes have a mild, starchy flavor. This neutral taste allows them to absorb spices and flavors easily, which is why they are used in so many different cuisines worldwide. Tomato. Tomatoes originated around 500 BC in western South America and were later cultivated in Mexico. Color. Tomatoes are most commonly red, but they also come in yellow, orange, and green varieties. Their bright colors come from natural compounds that also affect their taste and nutrition. Season. Tomatoes thrive in warm weather and grow best in summer. The more sunlight they receive, the richer and sweeter their flavor becomes. Taste. Tomatoes have a unique balance of sweetness and acidity. This gives them a juicy, refreshing flavor that works perfectly in both raw and cooked dishes. Eggplant. Eggplants were first cultivated around 2000 BC in India and Southeast Asia. Color. Early eggplants were small, white, and egg-shaped, which is how they got their name. Today, they are mostly deep purple, but some varieties are still white or green. Season. Eggplants grow best in warm seasons, especially summer, as they need heat to develop properly. Taste. Raw eggplant can taste slightly bitter, but when cooked, it becomes soft, creamy, and absorbs flavors beautifully, making it very versatile. Broccoli. Broccoli was developed around 600 BC in Italy through careful breeding of wild cabbage. Color. It has a deep green color, which indicates freshness and high nutritional value. The darker the green, the richer it is in beneficial compounds. Season. Broccoli prefers cool seasons like fall and early spring. Too much heat can negatively affect its texture and taste. Taste. Broccoli has a slightly bitter but fresh taste. When cooked properly, it becomes tender while still keeping a light crunch. Corn. Corn was first domesticated around 7000–9000 BC in Mexico from a wild grass called teosinte. Color. Corn is usually yellow, but it can also be white, purple, blue, and even multicolored. These variations come from different natural pigments developed over time. Season. Corn grows best in warm weather, especially during summer, and requires plenty of sunlight. Taste. Corn is naturally sweet and juicy. When fresh, it has a slight crunch. And when cooked, it becomes softer and even sweeter. Onion. Onions were first cultivated around 3000 BC in Central Asia and Iran, and they quickly spread to ancient Egypt where they were even worshipped as a symbol of eternity. Color. Onions come in several colors: white, yellow, and red. Each color represents slight differences in flavor, with red onions being more vibrant and often used raw, while yellow onions are more common in cooking. Season. Onions grow best in cool to mild climates. They are usually planted in cooler seasons but need time and stable conditions to fully develop underground. Taste. Raw onions have a sharp, strong, and sometimes spicy flavor that can make your eyes water. But when cooked, they become soft, sweet, and rich, adding deep flavor to dishes. Cucumber. Cucumbers were first cultivated around 2000–3000 BC in India and later spread across the world through trade. Cucumbers are typically bright green on the outside, with a lighter green, almost watery interior. Their fresh color reflects their high water content. Season. They grow best in warm weather, especially during summer, as they need sunlight and consistent watering to thrive. Taste. Cucumbers are cool, refreshing, and slightly sweet. Their high water content makes them incredibly hydrating, which is why they are often eaten raw in salads. Chili pepper. Chili peppers were first discovered around 6000 BC in Central and South America, particularly in regions of Mexico. Color. Chili peppers come in a wide range of colors: green, red, yellow, and even orange. The color often changes as they ripen, with red usually being the most mature stage. Season. They grow best in warm climates and are typically harvested in summer when they fully develop their heat and flavor. Taste. Chili peppers are known for their spicy heat, which can range from mild to extremely hot. Along with the heat, they also have a slightly smoky and sometimes sweet flavor depending on the variety. These vegetables are more than just food. They are discoveries from ancient times, shaped by different countries, climates, and cultures. From 8000 BC farms in Peru to modern kitchens today. Every bite carries history,